years. We have found a document dated back to 1630. Of course, the business in the past was different than now, and for sure, my father changed the style of the production for the family in 1960 years. My family owned a wine bar before, and they were used to sell wines just in the local area, in Verona area. And my father started to bottle more wines and to export wines around the world. So today he introduced the Tedeschi style in the wines, and today the family is still artisanal style, and we produce 500,000 bottles per year, and we export 85% around the world.
Wow.
But the family manage everything. From the vines, still the same.
Okay, so you grow your own grapes.
Yeah.
And it's 100% estate grown and
Yeah.
bottling. So every phase of that quality is under check.
Yeah, under check, and my brother is the winemaker, and my father today is 81 years old, but is still involved in the wine business. And me, my brother, and my sister, we were used.
Must be the wine.
We were used to play among the barrels when we were children. We were used to share some lunch or dinner with the customer and with my family, and so we got the passion from my father during these events, because in my family, my parents talk a lot about the business, and so
By osmosis, it just it just got into your blood.
we study. We had a different school. I am a food technologist, but my brother is the winemaker. But then, after our school experience, all of us joined the wine business.
That's cool. That's amazing.
The region is not Amarone. The region is called Valpolicella, and in Valpolicella, in the same area, with grape varieties like Corvina, like Corvinone, and Rondinella, we produce different style of wines. So we are lucky because in the same area with the same grape varieties, we can produce a very easy style wines like Valpolicella for a daily consumption, very easy, easy to drink, or a medium wine in the middle. Sorry, we have the ripasso wine. So ripasso is made with a double alcoholic fermentation.
The whole cluster thrown in.
Yeah, it is fermented on the mark of Amarone for the second alcoholic fermentation, and then on the top we have Amarone. And Amarone is produced with the drying process of grapes. So Roman people introduced this process 2,000 years ago, and we were used to produce the sweet wine and dessert wines in the past. Then it seems by a mistake of the winemaker, all sugar fermented into alcohol. And so the wine became dry, bitterness, because Amarone means bitterness, bitter.
Oh, okay.
But this style of wines became more and more popular. When my father started in 70 years, when he moved for sell the wines, somebody asked, your wine is good, but the name Valpolicella on the label is not so interesting. Could you please take off the name of Valpolicella? And this, every time he said, wow, it's not possible for me because I live, it's my territory, it's my land, it's my heart. And so he worked a lot with some other producer, and they make Valpolicella a big region. And Amarone became more and more popular. In 1990 years in the region, we produce the total total production of Amarone was 2 million bottles per year, and today the total production is 16 million bottles per year.
So
Is a special vinification in Valpolicella, but of course it's a special wines, and for this reason that we have to take care much more to the selection of grapes. For us it's very important the hills. Valpolicella is a big area. It's 7,500 hectares. So you understand that it's not possible everywhere to select grapes for Amarone because you have a different character. For us, and historical, Amarone was produced, and for us is produced only with the grapes from hillside area position. Why hillside? It's in the hillside we have a limestone calcareous soil, and the vines, the roots of the vines go deeply in the soil and get more minerality, more complexity, suffer more. In the same time, is more ventilated during the summer in the hills. There's more ventilation, and there's more difference in temperature between day and night. And so we have more production, in terms of the tannins, of the colors, of the flavors. So a mix of these make the complexity of Amarone. So depends of us to select the right grapes from the right places.
So
for us, we own 46 hectares of vineyards and are all located in the hillside. So we have, for example, we have Monte Olmi. Monte Olmi is one of our historical vineyards. My grandfather bought in 1918, and my father started to produce the single vineyard Amarone from this vineyard in 1964. So this year we celebrated the 50th anniversary. For us it's very important because was one of the first crew, the single vineyard Amarone for the region. And then my father introduced the same concept of the crew in the philosophy production of the family, and we started to produce also single vineyards by Valpolicella as well. So for us the land, the soil, the parcel is important, and we have to know, to recognize the different potential in terms of quality production, to vinify separately some grapes and to produce some specific wines.
okay, wow, that's interesting. So yeah, your family really did have a hand in developing the style that everyone now kind of takes for granted.
Yeah, we are very happy because when people taste the wines and recognize our style of wines, usually we work for concentrate wine, but sometimes powerful means something not elegant, but for us is very important. So complexity means different things of the different character, but well balanced, and so it means as well elegance.
So
Amarone is a aging wine. Is a wine for special occasion. We open very old bottles, sometimes 20, 30 years old, and of course depending on the storage condition and the cork, if are okay, the wine is perfect. Of course the fruitiness we can find in the young Amarone. We haven't in the oldest one. We have a more spicy character.
okay, spicy, nuttier characters come out on the...
But is very complex tobaccos, some chocolates, Is a different, but is a keeping wine. If people would like to buy a bottle for a special to keep for a special anniversary, they could choose a bottle of a good Amarone.
Okay.
Okay, for Soave,
That's the white wine, right?
Yeah.
And this is made from Soave grape?
Yeah, you know, the grape are Garganega, local, autochthon varieties, and Soave go well with appetizer, with fishes, white meat, some fresh cheeses, as well for Valpolicella, some salads, pizza style. Of course, moving through San Rocco, Ripasso wine, and Amarone, we're moving more into red meat, gains, some for Ripasso, some pasta with vegetable sauce, mushroom sauce, truffle, so more and more complex. So also for the cheeses, we prefer more grain cheeses, like Parmesan style for Amarone, or some also blue cheeses. Amarone go well also with, I like personally, with dark chocolates, the bitter chocolates as well. And people enjoy also alone after dinner or with a cigar. So there are different opportunities.
Especially the older Amarones, right?
Yes. I think the Amarone go well with the fat meat. So the pork meat go well with Ripasso or Amarone. Also, not too spicy, because sometimes the cuisine. I'm sorry, but I don't remember the name of the food. But you can
like
help me.
Curries and stuff like that. Yeah.
But anyway, the spicy in a right balance food go well also with the Amarone, because the acidity and the bitterness of the Amarone clean well the mouth for during the meal.
Okay, this one. So. Fatty, rich meats on the bigger wines, and more of the lesser spicy but more balanced, I guess, for the lighter wines. Okay.
It's interesting because Valpolicella, same area, same grape varieties, Corvina, Corvinone, Rondinella, different style of wines for different occasion, for different pairing, for different range position on the market, because the prices, of course, is different. Just for an idea, when we dry grapes for Amarone, grapes lost 40% of water.
Right.
So you understand, from 1 kilo of grapes, we can produce almost 1 bottle of Valpolicella. For Amarone, is less sometimes than a half bottle.
Right.
And then this Valpolicella age in barrels 1 year, 1 year and a half for Ripasso, 3 or more, 4 years for this Amarone. We don't use the small, the French barrique, but we use the Slavonian oak barrels, different size, 1,000 up to 5,000 liters capacity. So you understand, we have a concentration in a bottle of Amarone is totally different than this one. But this one is a nice daily wine. The recent most difficult vintage was 2002, unfortunately, because we had a hailstorm, and so we didn't produce any bottle of Amarone. Also last year, anyway, because when you produce Amarone, we think about a great wine, and you can produce not every year. We hope every year, but sometimes it's happened. Last year we had some hailstorm in Monte Olmi, so we decided not to produce Monteolmi as well. So when we lost a vintage, is a damage for the winery. Monteolmi is our flagship Amarone, so for us is like a children.
Yes. And the honor of the family is
Yeah.
there. I see. Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you so much. I think we've got a great idea on what your winery is all about. And yeah, can't wait to taste the wine. So,
Thank you so much.
nice.